I'm so excited to include this meditation module in the course because having a regular meditation practice is one of the best ways I know to enhance creativity and imagination. Regular meditators are some of the most creative people I know. When I began meditating regularly, I noticed a dramatic improvement in my own imagination, creativity, and innovation. The notion that meditation enhances creativity is not new. It has popped up in many noteworthy scientific studies over time. For example, a 2012 UCLA study showed that meditation helps us become the best version of ourselves, including enhancing our creativity. Similarly, a study by Dutch researchers Colzado and Associates found that meditation stimulated crucial drivers of creativity. We all know that CEOs regularly cite creativity and innovation skills as their top desires when they are selecting leaders. Companies including Disney, Google, Medtronic, Goldman Sachs, Apple, and Nike now offer meditation courses to their associates. These courses help leaders and teams unlock meditation's wide range of benefits: stress relief, greater access to intuition and imagination, more innovation, more creative ideas, greater access to problem solving, and more freedom to think broadly, to name just a few. You may be wondering, how exactly does meditation enhance creativity? Well, there are several ways. First of all, meditation gives your inner critic a rest. Adults do too much ruminative thinking. This judgmental and self-critical type of thinking can suppress or hinder creative ideas before they even get a chance to be fleshed out. As we learned, neuroscience research confirms that meditation helps to quell that critical inner voice. When you learn to suspend judgment of what you create, you begin to create more freely. In all my work coaching senior business leaders over the years, I have found that this critical inner voice is alive and well in everyone. Even for the most outwardly successful people, it's there. Many people know this as imposter syndrome. Your inner judge tells you that you're posing as a fraud. You are not good enough, regardless of your achievements. Meditation trains your brain to stop ruminating in this judgmental way. Recurring negative thoughts not only decrease self-esteem, they can also lead to burnout. One of the most beneficial practices for creative people is to simply notice and acknowledge negative and distracting thoughts and then let them go. For example, you could just say, "Oh, there goes my inner critic again," and then just allow that thought to dissipate. Meditation practice helps you catch and then reframe negative thought patterns. This makes for improved well-being and greater focus for creative thinking. Meditation also enables creative thought habits. It's likely that you've noticed that your best creative ideas often come when you have stepped away from the outside world, when your mind moves away from routine thought habits. You might be humming in the shower, taking a walk, daydreaming at your desk, and then the aha moment arrives and you have the answer you've been seeking. Eckhart Tolle says stillness is where creativity and solutions to problems are found. Like meditation, accessing creativity is a journey within. When the mind is distracted or under pressure, creativity gets restricted. Meditation relaxes your mind so that it can flow naturally and freely. Of course, we are all very aware of the allure of device distraction and how spending too much time looking at our phones can dull our creativity. A 2022 survey shows that on average, Americans spend almost 3 hours on our phones every day. One researcher calls this polyconsciousness, defined as a state of mind where attention is divided between the physical world and our devices. I believe one of the reasons that so many people are currently interested in meditation and quieting our mind is that we all feel the need to carve out our own consciousness and our own mental space. And we all have the skill to do it. As humans, of course, we have choice. We know we can easily become distracted, and we can choose to direct our attention as we wish. Many executives start to meditate because they find it helps them switch gears when stress begins to pile up. That is exactly why I started meditating over 25 years ago. And I found through my own experience that meditation boosts resilience, enables me to mitigate stress, and makes accessing creativity so much easier. Mindfulness is an essential creativity skill, and one skill that meditators develop is the ability to bring attention to the present moment. If you want something to grow in your life, you give it your attention. Meditators learn to deeply notice this moment, not the past, not the future, right now, this moment. I love the book, The Art of Noticing by Rob Walker. I recommend you read it. We'll talk more about it in the course. When you learn to pay mindful attention in meditation, that skill translates beautifully, whether you are a visual artist or doing any other creative activity. Rob Walker talks about giving his students assignments on paying attention and how being a first-class noticer can reveal all kinds of creative inspiration and help you notice what he calls enchanting reality. We'll hear more about this. Across all disciplines, you can find examples of the benefits of developing your noticing skills. If you were to enroll in art or design college, this is one of the foundational lessons you would have to see the world in this fresh way. This is why forward-thinking companies have started to engage their associates in developing their creative noticing skills. This helps them think in more innovative ways. Meditation also enhances divergent thinking. In his book, Mindfulness for Creativity, Danny Penman explains that mindfulness switches on our capacity for divergent thinking. Divergent thinking happens when you imagine new original ideas. These rough ideas can come from your subconscious, which is why states like meditation and daydreaming are so productive. As we learned, when you were 5 years old, you had an abundance of divergent thinking capability. However, as you progressed through school, you learned new thought habits. You learned to critique and judge ideas. And when this happens, the judgmental and critical part of your brain can squelch your new original ideas before they even have a chance to be fleshed out. As we learn to excel at convergent thinking, or the ability to focus and hone our thoughts, we squash or suppress our instinct for divergent or generative thought. And as we are learning, the 5-year-old in us never goes away, and we can reclaim some of that creative genius that is within us. Meditation also connects you to your intuition. And of course, you know what intuition is. It's an inner hunch. It's a clear knowing, a feeling in your gut that suddenly comes to you. It's that eureka moment when a solution or a new idea happens instantaneously and you wonder, where did this come from? Your creative intuition is an ability you can grow and strengthen through meditation. Tapping into this inner intelligence is like having a secret weapon. One way to cultivate greater intuition is to practice meditation. In filmmaker David Lynch's book, Catching the Big Fish, Meditation, Consciousness, and Creativity, he talks about tapping into the ocean of pure, vibrant consciousness within you. The title refers to Lynch's idea that ideas are like fish. If you want to catch little fish, you stay in the shallow water. To catch big fish, you have to go deeper. To Lynch, going deeper means experiencing a more expanded state of consciousness that connects to the deepest part of your inner knowing. So he describes his own story in the book. He is a transcendental meditator, and when he started meditating, he felt a weight lifted and fear and negativity dissolved. He explains how his imagination was set free through meditation. Deepak Chopra often teaches us that creativity is a birthright of being human. It's a natural quality of human life. The same way every cell in your body creatively adapts to maintain balance, you can harness that skill of meeting each moment with freshness and creativity. Remember, creativity isn't reserved for certain people who are more inspired or unique. It's in all of us, just waiting for a chance to emerge. So I really invite you to experience meditation for yourself. I have embedded my Enrich Your Life with Daily Meditation course right here in this Creativity, Imagination, and Innovation course. This is exactly how I teach meditation to my closest friends and family. So for the next 6 weeks, I ask you to commit to setting aside at least 10 minutes a day, every day, so that you can experience ways to quiet your mind. If you are like most people, you will begin to see benefits right away, and the benefits are cumulative. Then after 10 minutes a day gets comfortable, you may want to increase the time to 20 minutes or even 30 minutes a day, or you may want to do what I do and meditate twice a day. But for now, please commit to 10 minutes a day for the next 6 weeks. If you miss a day, get right back on track the next day. I think you will find that engaging in meditation is the single most important thing you can do to stay connected to your inner guidance and enhance your creativity, imagination, and innovation. And if you have questions, please reach out to me.